Hello, and welcome to this roundup of my five favorite romance novels that I read this month. I'm Olivia, your favorite resource for book recommendations you can easily screenshot. You're watching Random Olive Reads. More or Less a Temptress by Anna Bradley is book 3 of the Somerset Sisters series. Frail and fragile youngest sister Hyacinth sees a brawl at an inn and then accuses the man of being a murderer when he shows up at a ball. Lachlan is not actually a murderer, but the secret brother of a marquess who has brought his younger brother and sister to England after their mother passes away in Scotland. Luckily for everyone involved, the Marquess acknowledges his new family members and hopes to smooth their way into society. Except for that whole murder accusation hovering about, and Hyacinth is the one who is outcast and deemed to be a hysterical female. While Hyacinth's family coddles her, Lachlan sees that she is actually quite cunning and brave, if only she had the chance to show it. We get to see Hyacinth grow a backbone, especially around Lachlan, who does not treat her as delicately as everyone else. This was a super fun romance to read. Lord of Temptation by Lorraine Heath is book 2 of the Lost Lords of Pembroke series. The daughter of an earl seeks out a ship captain to take her to where her fiancé died in battle so that she can say goodbye and move on with her life. Except Tristan is no ordinary ship captain. He's one of the Lost Lords who ran away from his evil uncle as a teenager and created a new life for himself at sea. Despite his brother reclaiming his rightful place as Duke, Tristan doesn't feel like he belongs in society and prefers his position as Captain Crimson Jack. When Lady Anne comes to seek a private voyage, he doesn't need the money she offers, but instead demands a kiss, thinking he'll be able to seduce her into more. On Anne's side of things, she's been grieving her fiance and regretting an argument they had before he shipped off to war. She's hoping this journey will give her closure and the ability to move on. Luckily for her, she's rediscovering that she does have the ability to move on as she's attracted to the gruff ship captain. But even with the attraction between the two, they have very different goals in life, positions in society, and Anne doesn't even know that Tristan's actually a lord. There's lots of delicious drama in this one, especially when they return home from the voyage. When the Earl Desired Me by Lydia Lloyd is book 3 of the Rake Chronicle series. This is a second chance romance between an Earl and a former maid in his house who he hasn't seen in 13 years. Augustus and Olivia had a secret relationship many years ago until she disappears out of the blue and leaves him heartbroken. Turns out she received a note from him dismissing her and asking her to leave. Obviously, he was not the one to leave the note, but doesn't change the fact that she's been gone all this time. She's back now as a lady's companion, and these two have a chance to reconnect. Augustus is pretty determined to never let her go again, and it turns out his rakish reputation is all a little bit of a ruse. This book was super steamy and sweet all at once. The Prince's Bride by Charis Michaels is book 2 of the Hidden Royal series. Gabriel is a French prince who's been hiding away in a cave in the forest for the past 15 years and basically a hermit. He very much does not want to rescue the lady that he thinks is accosted by highwaymen, but the screams finally get to him. Ryan is the daughter of an earl traipsing through the forest looking for her long lost betrothed because the prince's horrible cousin has claimed the title and betrothal for himself and she doesn't want to marry him. Lucky for her, she stumbled right into the man she's looking for, except that Gabriel is not interested in reclaiming his identity or leaving the forest, which leaves Ryan right where she started. The plus side is that they're very attracted to each other and Gabriel can't seem to stay away from Ryan, even as he's sending her away. Seasonal Habits of Husbands and Honeybees by Emmeline Warden is book 2 of the Genus of Gentlemen series. We have a marriage of convenience story here between Harrison, who is a heartbroken earl, and Phoebe, who just wants a business arrangement that's clearly spelled out. Phoebe would rather avoid all of the anxiety-filled social obligations of the marriage mart and stay home and tend her bees. Harrison is pretty quick to catch on to Phoebe's desires and gives her pretty much everything she wants. He has his own hangups about rejection due to his upbringing and is very much a people pleaser. Lucky for him, it does not take much to impress Phoebe, especially when she realizes that he understands her better than anyone else in her life. This was a really charming, slow burn romance, and I enjoyed seeing these two get to know each other. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully you found a book or two to add to your TBR. Links to all of these books are in the description box. Like and subscribe to get updates, and you can follow me on Instagram at randomolive.